Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. What you're looking at is an addition to my collection. We're calling it a collection. This is a TRX300EX, and you could see by the red and the black and the new components on the steering and all that somebody had put a lot of time and effort, and I would venture to say money, into this thing. So here's the story. I found it on Craigslist, and it was one of these make an offer bikes. So in my area, 300EX bikes, and this was not running. It's really hard to get them reasonable, and you know, I was able to tell by the pictures that this thing was dolled up to some extent. So I made an offer of $500, and the person came back and said, I've already been offered $650 for it, but I need 700. So I said, okay, you know, figuring, you know, I'll go over there and see what it looks like. If he's locked on 700 and it's not worth 700, you know, I can always, you know, leave, right? There's nobody forcing you to do anything. So he says, well, I'll tell you what, I'll throw in these tires. You could see they're Woolly Burgers, and they're about 2/3 left, and they're on 300EX rims, right? I'll throw in the tires. So I said, well, let me look at it and we'll see where we're going from there. And he, you know, once again, he had an offer for $650. And the guy must have not wanted the tires or whatever. So I went over and I looked at it, and obviously you guys could see what I'm seeing, right? I'm seeing all the work on the front end. I'm seeing, you know, this big fancy exhaust system. I'm seeing a lot of new parts. And then we're pushing the button and we're getting nothing. I did get the key to come with it. So we jumped the starter and it went around and it sounded pretty good, but it did not start. He said it had some kind of ignition problem. So I bought it. I gave him 700, so figure 50 for the tires and 650 for the quad here. I was told it was a 2004, but if you decode the serial number on it, it comes out that it's a 1996. In the 10th spot, if you count the VIN number and you go 10 over, it's a T. The digit, integer, vowel, whatever, alphabet letter, the symbol in the 10th spot is a T. And if you look up T under VIN number for the 10th spot, that tells you it's a 1996. So I'm not quite sure why he thought it was a 2004. I did get a bill of sale with it. I mean, the kid was a nice kid, good, clean kid, nice neighborhood, you know, looked like from everything I could see, looked like a whole nice family and all. So I'm not thinking, you know, that there's heat waves coming off of this. Real, you know, real clean setup from all that point of view, right? Came right out of the garage. It's not like it was, you know, hidden in the back under a tarp behind the wood pile, you know, with camouflage on top of it. He had all the work done at Mahoney's. That's on Route 300 in Newburgh. They're a well, they're not local to me, they're somewhat local to him, motorcycle shop. So we'll find out. You can turn the key on, you push the button, nothing happens, but if you jump the starting solenoid, it does go around. It does sound like it has compression. So this thing needs the whole thing. And by whole thing, I mean I got to do a compression test, make sure the engine is sound. I got to put some time in with the ignition to see what its problem is. I'd like to fix the OEM ignition because that's what it came with, but if not, I'll have to rig up an ignition, which you know. So there's going to be a few videos on this thing. I do have to spend a few minutes looking for things like this, I don't know, front beak piece of plastic is very broken. It needs a seat cover, just some cosmetic stuff. The back plastic is Mayer. The front looks like it's OEM. It's got the whole, you know, thing on the fender telling you that if you do something silly and get hurt, you can't sue Honda. You know, the throttle feels good, brakes feel good, clutch feels good, you know, back brake feels good. It looks like it's all solid. If worse comes to worse, and I don't expect this, I mean, because the engine turned around and went, you know, thump, 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 you know, like compression thump. I'm expecting the engine to be good. I'm expecting to be able to get it running. And that being the case, I've probably done very, very well. I think it's going to clean up well. I think it's going to be a real nice bike. But if not, I got $700 out. And you guys know I have one of these with no serial number on it, so I could just put my engine into this, and that'll get me a running one. But then I got to put the price of the other one on top of this one, so that's 4 and 7 is 11. Not free. And then I think I have $150 frame and components over there, 11, 12, 50. You know, yeah, I got a lot of parts and spares, but you know, at $12.50 for all of it put together, I'm not exactly, you know, in the greatest of shape. So once again, I'm thinking, just from the looks of it, I'm thinking this engine's going to be fine. I'm thinking I'm going to be able to do something with the ignition, and I'm thinking I'm going to turn out ahead in the whole deal. But I am out there a little ways, right? Generally speaking, I don't like to buy bikes that have recently had their engines, somebody else fooling around in their engines, though Mahoney's, they do a good job. I mean, it looks like somebody put a lot of time and money in here. I'm hoping I get it running, and I'm hoping that it's a winner. So, you're coming along for the ride, folks, and let me know what you think. Another one joins my collection. I want to thank everyone for coming by to watch, comment, subscribe. Please share your thoughts. If you like this video, please give me the old thumbs up and a nice positive comment. If you decide to give me a thumbs down, please just you know, give me a thumbs down, right? Free country, you get to do what you want. But please tell me why. That's all I ask, is please tell me why. Okay, everyone, get out in the snow, have fun. This is the Mighty Quinn. We're supposed to get a foot, and it's supposed to start about now. It's somewhere around noon on Wednesday. It's supposed to go for the next 24 hours. The heaviest snow, though, between now and midnight. So noon to noon, or noon to midnight. So here we are. Old Harvey looking at it snow. All right, everyone, once again, please keep your feet down, heads up, and get out and enjoy each and every day. Bye now.